year. Step 1, for your book presentations, you will have to complete reading one grade level appropriate book. You may check your Lexile level for grade level appropriateness here. Hoping appropriateness is a word. And here is a Lexile search. So if I wanted to check a book, let's say Claudette Colvin, C-L-A-U-D-E-T-T-E, Colvin. I would just type in the book title and I would find which book I was actually looking for. So Claudette Colvin, the one that I read last year, would be this one. Okay, it is showing me in the corner here that it has a Lexile level of 1,000. Any book that is over a Lexile level of a 900 will be acceptable for this year's book talks. If it is below a 900, you have to get approval from your specific teacher. The second step, as you are reading, you should be completing the book talk builder. I'm sure that you have heard your teacher talking about this. Your book talk builder simply is going to ask for your title, your author, your genre, and then you're going to be asked to describe the setting, the main characters, the plot, and some of the most interesting moments. Please keep in mind that eventually you will be sharing some of those moments with your class. So when you are putting together your interesting moments, you might want to think about what you are going to want to read aloud. If it were me creating this book report, I would probably put a quote for what I wanted to read aloud, along with my page number, I'm using nice little ellipses there, and my page number somewhere on my paper. That way, when I go to give my report, I have the quote already pulled up. After you have finished your book talk builder, you are going, and your book, of course, you are going to create a Seesaw video about your book. In the Seesaw, you have to include the following details: all of the parts that are listed in your book talk builder. It has to be at least 3 minutes, but less than 5 minutes. So we don't want these to be too incredibly long. It should also have a persuasive sales speech about why this book is worth reading. So for example, if I were talking about the Claudette Colvin book, I could say my Claudette Colvin book was really engaging because it talked about one girl's personal experience and how she had to overcome so much adversity during her time in the civil rights era. You would want to include why we should read that book. So I would definitely recommend that book because it shows her personal perspective. And then a short passage that shows why this book is interesting. So for me, I would just pull a specific quote. I would have that quote already put together on my book talk builder so that when I am reading through things, I am able to reference that. And it should never, ever give away the ending. Please don't say, at the end of this book, the main character dies, because that's not going to make me want to read the book. If you already tell me what happens at the end, it doesn't make me want to know more. With that, you're going to put all that information together in Seesaw, and you are going to then upload it into your Canvas assignment as a URL. For these, we are going to have your peers looking at them. So please make sure that wherever you are recording it, you have an appropriate background behind you and you are able to look nice and well organized in the speech that you are giving. I personally would want to have some sort of clipboard as I'm reading. You definitely want to try to not read everything directly from your page. So it might be better if you have just jotted down notes on your clipboard. But if you struggle with presentations, you are welcome to read as much as you need. If you would like to go above and beyond the basic requirement and not just do the book talk builder, I do have additional options that are listed here. This is also going to be something that you can do if you have a missing grade. So as of October 1st, we are not going to be accepting any late work whatsoever. So if you are in class, you should be able to update your assignments and get them turned in the day that we are doing them. Now, if you're absent, that is completely understandable, but otherwise, we will not be accepting any late work. So, with that being said, if you have an assignment that you did not complete in class on that day, you are welcome to read a second book and complete one of these projects over your book. Keep in mind, if you don't want to do just the basic book talk builder, you can always do that as your first project as well. So the first one that I'm going to go over is going to be the movie poster. So for your movie poster, you're going to want to have a physical poster that you can share. In your poster, you are going to create an advertisement of the novel that you have just read. Imagine your book being made into a movie, and you are in charge of advertising. You will be graded on your creativity, attention to detail, as well as the information that you provide. The poster will be presented in class and explained. So instead of doing it in class, we are going to have you guys just put that together as a seesaw, and then you'll just hold up your poster and walk them through the different steps that you have done. You do need to be creative on this. So for example, if I were doing the, the Watsons Go to Birmingham, I would want to say what character I would have acting as Daniel Watson. Or if I were doing, say, Touching Spirit Bear, I would want to say, and for the character of Cole Matthews, it will be played by blah, blah, blah. And then you would give a specific actor or actress. The next project is going to be a movie trailer. If you choose to do the movie trailer, it is on you to figure out what recording site you want to use. This is definitely a project for more technologically savvy people. I am not going to walk you through. Your teacher is not going to walk you through. If you have a different ELA teacher, we are not going to walk you through how to create a movie. You would have to already know how to do this. For this, you would be creating a movie or a commercial for your novel that is going to sell this movie to your audience. It must be an original piece of work. So please do not try to submit to me, oh, well, here's a movie trailer for this book that's already been created. Has to be original. In your production, you are going to think about how to engage your audience. So what do I want my audience to walk away with after watching my commercial? You are going to have to include all of these items: a book title, a short summary. Don't give the ending away. Again, give us a cliffhanger that's going to make us want to watch your movie. The length of the movie is going to be 2 to 4 minutes, and it should include pictures of the places and settings. So again, you can use notable actors and actresses for this. You are allowed to add background music and voiceovers. This should be something that you want to watch and that will draw the attention of your audience. If you do really well with this, this is something that we might share in class with your peers. So please take your time and do well. The last two that we have here are the paper bag project and the novel story map. For both of these, you will also be using Seesaw to present it. For the paper bag project, you are actually going to go through, you're going to get a paper bag and you're going to be directing all of your items into this paper bag. So for this, you will put all your items in the paper bag, and then you'll record yourself pulling those items from the paper bag and explaining them to your class. For this book report, you must consider each of the following: your setting, your plot, your main character, and your theme. There are 4 panels on your paper bag, and you are going to decorate each of those with these different items. Finally, you are going to come up with the theme. So that is the overarching lesson that the author is wanting the readers to walk away with. Then inside of your paper bag, you are going to include 10 items that are significant to the story. So for example, if I were doing Touching Spirit Bear, I might have a bear claw. I might have some white fur that I would pull out. If I were doing The Giver, I might have an empty fake syringe that I would pull out. Things that would really resonate with the reader about your novel that you have been reading. And the final project is going to be the story map. So this is for all of my artistes and artistas out there. For the story map, you are going to create some sort of poster that is going to have all of the different pieces of the story that stood out to you. So for the story map, you are going to have different images that you'll put together, and then you're going to use this story map guide to kind of walk us through what images you have pulled from your novel to share. You would then record this on Seesaw and share it with the class. I know that there might still be some questions about this. If you have any questions about any of these activities, you are welcome to ask your teacher. Thank you guys for reviewing our book talk projects for this school year. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.